GARUMA. You'll also see this version of it called Kubinagi. So again, and we were talking about in the other videos about somebody bending in and going head to head and pulling you into them. Especially if they're pulling down or whatever, this is a great spot. Just to, you really have to commit to driving your foot and your hand across. So when I do this, I reach all the way across to his far lat or around his head. And from here, all I have to do is turn really hard. And I end up here in Kesagatami. Now for a judo player, this is one of our favorite positions. I modify mine a little bit because I grab my leg right here. And I'm going to hold tight. I want to keep his head off the mat. If I can keep his shoulders off the mat, even better. But at least I want to be right here. I want to keep my head down on this side as much as possible. What can happen where people make mistakes is they start trying to smash their partner and they get it too high and they get rolled over. Or they keep their head up on this side and they get reversed backwards this way. So one of the ways I keep this from happening is I'm going to take my hips and drive them into his ribs right here, and it creates a lot of pressure on them. A lot of times they start squirming or whatever, and I can attack this arm now. So I keep a very tight grip on my head. You can see his head's off the mat pretty good ways. From here, what I'm going to do is just work my hand right up this arm to the wrist and shove it straight down. His elbow's on my thigh. As I get to here, I'm going to hook it behind the knee, and then all I have to do is pull back and raise my hips. When I start doing this, a lot of guys feel it coming and they're going to bend their arm. That's fine. I'm going to let him do it, and I'm just going to go with it and shove it right underneath this foot and go to Americana. If we get here, I'm going to pull this up. I'm trying to hurt my partner right there. So some people are flexible. You get to that position, you can figure four, raise your hips. Most people, so much pressure, you don't have to worry about that. So we have the straight arm bar, we have the Americana. If I'm coming down, he gets his hand above my knee. And some guys are just strong. You just can't get that back down. That's fine. I'm going to give it a little push and then switch to the head and arm. So I get here, go into my knees, grab my bicep. I'm going to get flat and create a lot of pressure right there until I get the tap. So from this position, from the Kesagatami, I want to put my hips into the side. I'm going to push this hand behind my knee, or go to the Americana, or go to the head and arm.